Howdy Neighbors, and welcome to How to Date a Magical Girl! This is a game that I've had for a millennia, and I've been wanting to play, I just haven't yet. It's supposed to be a visual novel dating game. Yep. Loading memory module. I already hate it. Welcome. Before we begin, we need to find out more about you. Please answer the following questions truthfully. Question 1. What do you look like? Neither. What the hell? Just looking at these characters. I hate skirts. Let's see, so you look like this? Sure. Very good, we shall continue. Thank you. Question 2, what is your name? Yuki. That is not it. It is. Let's go with our huge. I see, so your name is Games. Is it? Please don't lie to me again. Jesus. I want to answer the question truthfully. Question 2, what is your name? Should I just keep liar? it's really good. I feel like I should keep that one. You know, safekeeping and whatnot. Nah. I'll keep Games. Yes. I need to confirm all the answers you've given me. As Games, you look like this. No. Well, yes and no. That's what I'm going with. Very well, thank you for providing this information. You may now begin. Today is a wondrous day! Are you at a crosswalk? It's a day I dreamt about for nearly 3 months. A day I surely thought would never arrive. With all the blood, sweat, and tears I shed these past months have led me to this very moment. This perfect moment. The very point of my entire existence. I now hold in my possession the Holy Grail. An object of such great value and importance that it would spell disaster if it fell into the wrong hands. It rests heavily in my palm, seeming to pulsate with life. The inconspicuous brown paper bag covering it does little to mask its holy aura. Is that a book? Because just based on the shape, it would be a book. Like a sequel that he's been looking forward to. The nail just goes into the skin. it's a little creepy. As I gain upon this most sacred of objects, I make a solemn vow to myself. I promise to guard this object until the day I die. Thoughts. For now, it's time to view the object's full magnificent splendor. It's a book! Are you still at a crosswalk? You should pay attention to what you're doing. I unwrap the brown paper bag and am nearly blinded by the light emanating from within. Finally, I hold the uncovered object in all of its radiant glory. It's the limited edition, special cover version of volume 35 of my all-time favorite Magical Girl manga series. Yes, finally! I waited for 3 months after this volume was announced for today, the release day. I find myself shedding a single tear of joy as I bask in the beauty of the limited edition cover. With only 100 of these printed, I am truly one of the luckiest people alive. I've been following this series since I was just an impudent child. I have grown alongside it, chanting the heroine's name in my sleep night after night. And now, the very last volume has arrived. Years of worship have guided me here. Today, this series is complete. I'll return home and read this most valued tome and achieve true nirvana. Reading the series over the years has been an uphill battle. My friends often mocked me for following a children's manga series, but they just didn't see the beauty of it. They couldn't possibly fathom the rich, intricate history of the world, the heroine's ambitions and motives, the ever-present darkness threatening to engulf the world. If they truly wanted to believe this is a children's manga, that's their right. But I wouldn't be swayed by their narrow-minded opinions. I feel myself trembling in anticipation as my fingers reach forward to open the cover. No! I must be patient. I need to return home first, before I dive into this adventure. Yeah, pay attention to where you're going. I just can't keep my eyes off the beautiful cover. This walk home will truly be a test of my inner strength and willpower. You need to pay attention to where you're going. Put it back in the bag and go. I should power walk toward my house. The quicker I get home, the quicker I can begin reading. Excellent idea. Stupid idea! Pay attention! The journey speeds along at a rapid pace. I don't even have to take my eyes off the manga. I know this route so well. Just a few more blocks to go. It's gonna get hit by a car. Initializing world. He got hit by a car, didn't he? I feel like I've wasted most of spring, lazing away with nothing to do. I can't even remember the majority of it. The days just passed like a blur, every day the same as the last. At the very least, Hikari came to visit me some days. At least I think she did. I don't remember if she ever stayed long, or if we talked much. Still, it was a nice thing for her to do. This week has been unusually hot for the season. I think the heat has been scrambling my brains like eggs on a fry pan. I've been finding it so hard to focus lately, to concentrate on anything at all. I know I should perk up a little, try to get some things done before the season ends. But then again, it's just so easy to lay here on the grass without a care in the world. I wonder how much longer I can go on like this. Everything changed on that fateful day, 2 years ago. The day I picked up the final volume of my favorite magical girl manga series. I read it cover to cover, and when I finished, reality began to sink in. The story was over. The story I'd been following for nearly my entire life was just finished. Since that day, I felt so very, very lost. My appetite disappeared, I stopped hanging out with my friends, I dropped all of my hobbies. The days went by in a haze, and looking back, I can't remember a single moment with any kind of clarity. It's sad, but that's the truth of it. I could try to blame the recent heat as much as I want, but really, I've been feeling like this for a few seasons now. I need to pick myself up. If I don't get a grip, I'm gonna throw away my entire future. I need to get my head back in the game. I need to pull it together before tomorrow. Tomorrow, the first day of my new school. It's kind of hard to believe. Even though I graduated high school, someone decided for me that my studies should continue. I assume that someone was Hikari. She's always meddling in my business. I suppose it's her way of looking after me. Before I knew it, I was enrolled in a new academy, without so much as my nod of approval. Classes start tomorrow, whether I'm ready or not. Why not just don't go? Just come up and say, hey, I did not sign up for this. I don't know what the hell y'all are doing. Excuse me. Back in the game. As to the academy itself, I can't say I know much about it. There was a brochure in my letterbox at one point, but that probably fell into the recycling bin. I remember it had a lot of smiling faces on it. Probably just typical propaganda. I don't even know what kind of classes I'll be attending. It could be anything, considering Hikari's eclectic tastes. She probably signed me up for a cooking class, or horseback riding, or advanced basket weaving, who knows. I'm beginning to doze off in the warm afternoon sun. Just before my awareness slips away completely, a shadow falls across my face. Someone is suddenly standing over me. I squint trying to make out their features. It's time to wake up, Games! Hello! This is Hikari Sadaro? What up, Hikari? Do I voice act for this game? My voice can even handle it. Should I do it or not? I think I should. It's just so long since I've done it. Because you know I only have like the 5. What are you oh my god. What are you laying around here for? It's far too hot, you're going to cook. I shoot the girl a dirty look, as if accusing her of interrupting my rest. It takes me another couple of seconds to recognize the girl. Blame my foggy mind. Oh, it's you, Hikari. Jeez, is that what passes for a greeting these days? Sorry, I was just lost in thought. Well, it's my fault for expecting you to treat me with a little respect. I said I'm sorry. Fine, fine. This intrusive girl is none other than Hikari, one of my oldest friends. You treat her like crap already. I like her necklace, though. She's kind of cute in her own way, I guess. I've known her for such a long time that I can't imagine her as anything other than just a friend. I wonder if she feels the same way about me. Hikari is the kind of girl that shoots first and asks questions later. But that's probably due to her being overprotective rather than assertive. That's the reason I assume she is the one who enrolled me at the new academy. I don't know anyone else who cares about my future like she does. When we were younger, she had a habit of following me around everywhere. Kind of like a little sister. As we grew older, that habit evolved into meddling in my business and stealing my lunch every day. It probably sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm honestly not. Hikari is a great person, and I'm truly lucky to have a friend like her. I just don't really understand what she sees in me, what she gets out of our relationship. And then I feel like you're doing it wrong. What is happening in my voice? I feel like you're doing it wrong if you don't understand. Anyway, what are you doing here? Do you have any idea how long it took me to find you? I'm just relaxing. What's the big deal? Relaxing? You don't do anything but relax. You're aware that we're starting school tomorrow, right? Yeah, painfully aware. Wait, you said we're, as in we. Are you attending class with me, Hikari? Oh, give me a break! I've been explaining this to you at least 6.5 times. I swear, talking to you is like talking to a brick wall. Except the brick wall is better looking than you are. Ah, got him. That was beautiful. Right across the bow. Hey, I object to that. Look, we're going to the academy together, and that's final. You don't have a say in the matter, okay? Okay, please don't hurt me. I wouldn't dream of hurting you. I have a question though. What kind of classes are we taking? A thoughtful expression crosses Hikari's face. Hikari's features, excuse me. Hikari's making up her mind on whether to scold me or give me a proper answer. Well, if you read the guide I left for you at your house, here we go. You already know that we'll be taking basic first-year classes. Nothing too difficult, I'd imagine. They know you're a noob, so you shouldn't have any problems. Somehow, being called a noob hurts more than anything else Hikari could have come up with. Aren't you a noob as well, Hikari? She looks taken aback, almost as offended as I got just seconds ago. Well, no, I'm not new at this. You know I've been practicing for years. Practicing? What are you talking about? I'm confused. What have you been practicing? A frown crosses Hikari's face. I know the expression well. It's her I'm so tired of your clueless ass face. I've been practicing to become a full-fledged magical girl, of course. Obviously. How did I not think of that? The words hit me like a truck. Did she just say magical girl? Somehow the stupor I've been living in for endless months shatters in an instant. I feel like my eyes have opened for the first time in a long time. I see Hikari's smiling face beaming at me. As if she's so very... Oh my god. What is happening to my voice? As if she's so very proud of what she just said. Of course I remember that Hikari is trained to become a magical girl. How could I let such a magnificent fact elude me for so long? I've known as much for years. So if you put two and two together, I say the academy we're attending from tomorrow is a school for magical girls. But why am I going? I have no magical talent whatsoever. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not even gonna go. You're pretty sure you don't even know? That is a shame for you. Oh, sorry, I just have to go for a little bit. This is a tiny bit of a rest. Go back to it. I'm sure he's a girl, blah blah. You look like you just took an ice cold shower, Gabe. Is everything okay? I think about a question for a moment. I do feel more alert now. It's a familiar feeling. It's almost the way I felt before, back before my favorite manga series finished. The truth is, magical girls are very, very real. The whole time I had my head buried in manga. The real-life magical girls existed all around me. I think I was just too nervous to ever go out and meet them. Except for Hikari. I knew her before she ever awakened to her powers. So weird. I can't explain why I've let my mind stay so foggy these last few years. But maybe now, with school starting tomorrow, I could begin to work toward becoming a functional human being again. I gave Hikari a slight smile. Hikari? Why am I going to a school for magical girls? Hikari shuffles on the spot. She seems hesitant to tell me. The truth is, she has a cute shirt on. About a month ago, you and I were having dinner, and all of a sudden, your powers awoke. Aww. I noticed it immediately, but you seemed like your old oblivious self and barely paid attention to what happened. So what did happen? Like I said, we were having dinner together. I accidentally knocked over a glass of water off the table. It was going to shatter on my bare feet, and I screamed, afraid of cutting myself in the glass. It happened so quickly, I couldn't move away in time. Hello? And you just kind of glared at the glass, and it stopped. Mid-air. Frozen in time. I mean, literally frozen in time, ice and all. I don't believe you. I would have remembered something like that. You just shrugged and continued eating. I think at the time, you just believed I made the glass freeze in place. After all, I've known about magical powers for a long time. I awoke to my powers when I was 13? Maybe 14? I don't quite remember, but still. I have a very specific set of powers, and don't forget, I'm untrained. There's no way I could freeze something in time. So, after that night, I replayed that event back in my mind over and over. The only explanation is that you froze the glass. You suddenly awoke to your own powers and saved you from getting cut on broken glass. He's not a hero. So what you're saying is, I'm a hero. That's a lie! Bleh. Not quite, Games. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I never enrolled us to attend the academy. We were both sent letters from the association. They can detect who has magical powers and who doesn't, you know? They keep a record of everyone. Like Santa. According to the association, once magical girls reach 18 years of age, it's the law for them to attend the academy. The letters basically demanded we attend the academy, effective immediately. But I'm a boy. I can't go to an all-girl school. Yeah, well, I can't explain it. Boys don't ever awaken to magical powers. You might be some new phenomenon. Because you've awakened to your powers, right now, on the age of 18, you get the joy of going back to school. Regardless, we both start class tomorrow. We'll both be trained to become magical girls. Or a magical boy in my case, apparently. All of this information is swirling around in my head like a tornado. I feel simultaneously excited and exhausted. Same. Do I really have magical powers? Can I actually freeze things in time? I can't think of any other situation where I've done such a thing. And I have no clue how to make it happen again. Well, I suppose that's the point of the academy. They should train me to reach my full potential, right? I guess attending class with Hikari won't be so bad. Maybe I'll make some new friends too.
What do you say we get out of here? We can grab some dinner to celebrate our last night of freedom.
Sounds good to me. You're paying though.
I am not your big lug. You can pay for both of us.
Hey, dinner was your idea, not mine. Why should I pay?
You're just as hopeless as always. How did I get dragged into going back to school with you?
You love it.
Let's see how many classes we can make it through before I strangle you out of frustration.
$4:16 Monday. Bzz, 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 bzz. Try saying that. Hold on. Just everybody with me now. Feel the weird on your tongue. Just bzz, 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 bzz. 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 Shut up. The camera's just telling me. You're just looking at me right now. Just stop talking. Bzz, 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 bzz. For the love of all that holy, shut up. Bzz, 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 bzz. I begrudgingly opened my eyes and greeted at the sight of my alarm clock having a seizure on the floor. The red glowing numbers taught my blurry vision by fading in and out at full speed. I groaned and rubbed my eyes, trying to clear my vision. Finally, I can make out the numbers on the clock clearly. 8:02 a.m. He is late! Most, at least in America, school typically starts around 8:30. Like 8:15, 8:30-ish, if it's high school. I'm guessing academies are similar, because that's how it is for public school anyway. I yawned. Thankfully, it's still early. I had nothing to do today except eat leftovers, so why did I set my alarm for such an early time? 8:03 a.m. I smacked my lips at the thought of the cold Chinese takeout waiting for me in the refrigerator. 8:04 a.m. I stifle a yawn. Some distant thought is tugging at the back of my mind. Have I forgot something important about today? Do I have something more serious to do than eat leftovers? 8:05 a.m. Nah, impossible. There's nothing important going on in my life right now. Maybe Hikari says she'll visit today or something small like that. That's rude! Okay, you're terrible. I hate you. 8:06 a.m. Oh yeah. Emily's coming back to me. School? Am I supposed to go to school today? 8:07 a.m. I feel like a bucket of cold water was just splashed on my head. Suddenly wide awake, I realized I'd completely forgotten that today was my first day at the academy. Everything is coming back to me now, including the fact that Hikari told me the first year orientation starts at 8:30 sharp. Sharp! I knew it was 8:30! 8:08 a.m. I can't be late for my first day at the academy. What will Hikari think of me? More importantly, what will the cute magical girls I've never met think of me? I leap out of bed like a frog launching from a lily pad. I immediately regret this action, as I am still tangled up in the blankets and they drag me down to the floor. I narrowly avoid hitting my head. I thank my lucky stars that I didn't get hurt, before frantically scrambling to my feet. I dash out of my room and into the kitchen. I open the fridge and am greeted by the wafting aroma of cold, sweet and sour pork leftovers. I grab the container unceremoniously and launch it across the kitchen, cheering when it lands in the open microwave. I dash to the microwave and mash the keypad blindly. The light flickers to life and the machine starts up with a sputter and hum. While my excellent choice of breakfast is being cooked to perfection, I decide to get dressed. When I reach my closet, I come to a singing realization that I don't have an academy uniform yet. I heave open the doors with a sigh, only to be greeted by the sight of an unfamiliar dry cleaning bag on a coat hanger. With a confused frown, I pull the bag down and find a note written in front of me in cute handwriting. I went to the trouble of picking up your new uniform for you. You owe me one, Hikari. Oh, that Hikari, she thinks of everything! I turn to the dry cleaning bag and pull out the brand new uniform. I'm in the middle of climbing into my new threads, just as the angry cacophony of beeps and boops call me from the kitchen. Breakfast is ready. I finished donning my amazing new outfit and rocket up the kitchen to throw food into my gullet. My breakfast is demolished and my personal record of 12.74 seconds, and then I'm at the door in a flash. I hardly even know where I'm going, but I recall Hikari saying the academy is walking distance from my house. Yeah, it's not hard to find a map on my phone, so I loaded up and began my hurried walk. A little time passes. It's 8:24 a.m. Can I make it in time? The map on my phone tells me I'll arrive in 8 minutes. I'll be a little late, but a couple of minutes never hurt anyone, right? You are gonna miss everything. I wonder if Hikari will be there to greet me at the school gate. It would be nice to see a familiar face after this whirlwind of a morning. My power walk evolved into a jog as I see the school gates looming in the distance. I can't believe it. I'm actually gonna make it! There's a few other straggling students making their way into the school. They're all wearing the academy uniform, including a signature pastel yellow vest. I'm gonna hate this, aren't I? Bright colors are not my thing. I don't like them very much. My entire wardrobe is just muted. I notice that all the other students are female. I suppose that's not too surprising. This is a school for magical girls after all. Still, it's the first time I'm witnessing such a thing. I finally reach the school gates. When I peer beyond them, I can see the other students entering in what looks like to be the school hall. I suppose that's where the orientation is being held. But that's around to see if Hikari is here. No luck though. Maybe she's waiting for me inside the hall. I break into a run toward the school hall, sprinting as fast as my unfit legs can carry me. I weave in and around other students, also making a mad dash forward. I'm nearly there. I can almost taste my fashionably late entrance. My foot sags on another student's shoe. Since I wasn't quick enough to get out of their way. I don't even have time to let out a gasp as I fall flat on my face on the pavement. I was so close. I nearly made it. Now I'm just lying on the ground face down like an idiot. A little squeal erupts from in front of me. My first thought was maybe I squished some small cute animal when I fell, like a kitten, or a squirrel that could squeal. I pushed myself off the ground and am greeted by an unexpected sight. And I was told... Tsui Akiyami. I was told I can't really show this, so I'll just talk you through what's happening. So sorry about that. I'm still here though. A cute girl wearing glasses has fallen to the ground in front of me. She looks to be about my age, so I assume she's a first-year student as well. I see why I can't really show this on YouTube. Okay. It's a cute image. It is. She's a cutie pie. However, there is one part of this image that I cannot show because YouTube would say, no! So, I can't show the whole thing because I can't edit. Anyway, let me read. This is narration. A cute girl wearing glasses has fallen on the ground in front of me. She looks to be about my age, so I assume she's a first-year student as well. She's trying and failing to cover up her panties, which I believe the entire world can now see. That's the part of the image I can't show. This is Yui. I'll give her my paler voice, why not? Don't look! Narration. I bashfully turned my head away. For at least a second. Then I turned back to her. Her again? Stop it! Stop looking! You're a boy. Why are you here? This is school for magical girls. This is Games. I know. It's a long story, but I'm a student here. I'm sorry. I think I knocked you over. This is her. No, I think it's my fault. I was in a rush and wasn't looking where I was going. This is character. Are you hurt? This is her. No, I'm okay. This is narration. The girl is still trying to adjust her skirt so that she can rescue her dignity. This is her. Are we really late for orientation? This is Games. Yeah, I think so. This is her. That's terrible. I promised myself I'd make it on time. I can't believe I slept in. I'm a stupid, stupid girl. This is Games. Hey now, don't beat yourself up. I slept in too. This is her. You don't understand. I only slept in because I went to bed at 3 a.m. Even though I promised myself I wouldn't stay up so late. Narration. This girl sure seems interesting. I wonder what could have caused her to stay up so late, the day before school starts. This is Games. Why were you up until 3 a.m.? This is her. That's too embarrassing to answer. This is Games. Come on now. You can tell me. It's not like we're strangers. I mean, I've seen your... Oh my god! This is her. Don't say that. This is him. Whoops. This is her. Fine. I'll tell you why I was up so late. I was watching films. This narration? Films, huh? I wonder what kind of films. This is her. It's not my fault I have trouble going to bed after watching horror movies. I start to see shadows looking in every corner, and I get too scared to even try to sleep. I don't expect someone like you to know what that's like. To become so engrossed in a tale that the... macabre? I don't know how to say this word, so I'm gonna spell it, and maybe you guys know. M-A-C-A-B-R-E. I don't know how to say it. M-A-C-A-B-R-E. I'm gonna keep going. That all the hairs on your body stand on end, to be frightened senseless at the slightest strange sound from within your own home. Until you've experienced that kind of paralyzing terror, you'll never understand the joy of cult horror films. Narration. The girl is breathing heavily, obviously exhausted from her passionate outburst. I think she may have a screw loose. This is her. You haven't lived until you've seen a film that makes your toes curl, chills your bones, and gives you goosebumps all at the same time. This is Games. I'll take your word for it. Narration. So this girl likes to scare herself senseless and then wonders why she can't get to sleep at a decent hour. This is Games. So you still haven't covered up your, Narration. The girl squeals again in embarrassment. I'd feel sorry for her if the view wasn't in my favor. I don't like the main character. I want to say that right now. Out of narration, out of anything else, I don't like the main character. He is kind of a dick. This is her. Stop looking. This is Games. Sorry. This is her. Why am I cursed with such bad luck? How can something so embarrassing happen on the very first day of school? Narration. I suppose I can understand why she's so distressed. Maybe I should do something to calm her down. This is him. Your Games. By the way, what's your name? This is her. My name? This is Games. Yeah, is that such an unusual question? This is her. No, I suppose not. My name is Yui. Yui Akiyama. Pleased to meet you, I guess. This is him. It's nice to meet you, too. Oh, it's nice to meet you, Yui. My name is Games. I get to my feet and dust myself off. Oh, narration. I get to my feet and dust myself off. I reach a hand out to Yui. This is him. Here, I'll help you up. And now... Skadoosh! So let's talk about the uniform real quick. It's a pink skirt. A grossly yellow vest. I didn't read that. What are all of these? Inventory? Hold on. 500 yen. That's not a lot of US dollars. Status. I'm failing all of my classes. Okay, this is a good look at the uniform. Okay, so you see this pink? This pink is like the same pink as the skirt. Okay? So they have this color pink for a skirt, with this color for a trim, this vest, and then the white shirt. It's a little ugly. It's a little... In the, like, CGI scenes, they, like, desaturated a little. So it's not as pale as this, and it looks much better. But they didn't do that, and it's terrible. I forgot to read this, so... I swear that Yui blushes for a second before grabbing my hand. Her fingers are soft and delicate, warm. She grasps my hand ever so lightly, and I manage to lift her to her feet. Thank you. I'm sorry we had to meet under such distressing circumstances. Don't sweat it, I'm just happy to have met you at all. A soft red blush returns to her cheeks, as she looks away shyly. We should go. Yeah. Without another word, Yui takes the lead and walks in front of me. I follow behind her obediently. We make our way to the entrance of the school hall. The big wooden doors are closed, barring our way forward. Yui tries to pull the handle. The door is stuck fast. She frowns and changes tactics, pushing the door instead. Still no luck. The door is securely locked. Do they really lock out latecomers? I guess so. Oh no, oh no. Are we gonna be punished for missing orientation? I don't think I can handle detention. Calm down, calm down. I'm sure we're not going to be punished. We'll just have to wait until the orientation ends, I suppose. I give Yui a shrug. If we wait around for the students to leave the hall, we will surely run into Hikari. Hikari will know what to do. She always does. In the meantime, why don't we get to know each other? Yui doesn't say anything. A downtrodden expression has etched itself into her features. She leans against the wall and lets out a sigh. So, do you do any magic? Either she doesn't hear me or she's choosing to ignore me now. Her eyes are closed, as though trying to block out the world around her. Well, not much I could do, I suppose. I slip down and sit on the ground. I have no idea how long orientation goes for, or how long we'll be waiting around here. Dots. A bell rings. Finally, orientation is finished. The doors of the school hall swing wide open and a flood of students leak out of the building. There must be hundreds of girls all scurrying forward. As they exit the hall, they split into different directions, surely heading toward their first class of the day. If only I knew where my classes were, I would head towards where I was supposed to go. But I have no clue what I'm doing here. I need to find Hikari. She'll find you, buddy. I stand to the side as all of the students travel out of the hall. I lose sight of Yui on the other side of the crowd. Oh well, she stopped talking to me anyway. Not my fault. You are such a dick! This guy is such a dick! I desperately try to catch a glimpse of Hikari's familiar face in the crowd. It doesn't help that she's shorter than most of the other girls, so she'll likely be lost in the crowd. She will find you. She's gonna be pissed. I suddenly feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around. You idiot! How could you miss orientation? I was waiting inside the hall for you, and then they locked the door, so I had to sit by myself. Hikari, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. You let me down, Games. You're going to make this up to me. I will. I'm really sorry.
What happened anyway? Did you sleep in?
Well, yeah, I did, but I actually got here at a decent time. Problem is, I knocked another girl over, and we got caught up talking.
Another girl?
Yeah, actually. Because the crowd had thinned out, I could see Yui standing awkwardly by the doors. It was that girl over there. Hikaru looks toward Yui, standing all alone.
I see. Is she a first year as well? She looks lost.
Yeah, I think so. Since we got locked outside, we weren't sure what to do or where to go. I was kind of hoping you could help us, Hikari. Hikari almost looks sad for just a moment, and a bright smile flashes across her face.
I'm always happy to help. Now that orientation is over, we have to go to our homeroom and meet our teacher. I can lead the way.
Hikari begins to skip away. I grab Yui's attention with a wave and beckon her toward us. What is it? We can go to homeroom and meet our teacher now. Do you want to follow us?
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
With that, the three of us make our way to the classroom. The classroom is noisy. There must be 30 students packed in, chatting away and waiting for the teacher to arrive. Hikari managed to find seats for myself and Yui, all lined up next to each other. Not a bad arrangement if I do say so myself. I glance around the room. It all feels very familiar, just like high school all over again. The students are even in cliques. And it's only the very first day. This group of sporty-looking girls at the back of the class. One of those bouncing a basketball for some reason. I don't know why she brought that to the academy, just to reinforce her clique stereotype. At the foot of the classroom are the bookworms. They're shy, speaking only in whispers, and glancing nervously at the other students. Hanging out by the classroom door are the rebellious girls. A few of them have streaks of neon colors dyed in their hair. Their uniforms are untidy and have cuts in their sleeves. And here in the middle of the class are Hikari, Yui, and myself. Hikari and I go way back, of course. I just met Yui. As for Hikari and Yui's relationship, I don't think they've spoken a single word to each other. Will they become friends? Time will tell. The clamor of voices quiets down as the classroom door opens and a woman enters. She makes her way to the front of class, offers a smile, and begins her speech. Satomi. Okay. Good morning, class. I'm your homeroom teacher, Miss Otsuka. But you can all call me by my first name, Satomi. You'll find that I'm a very informal teacher. Unlike any teacher you've had during your school years, I'm sure. It's my hope that we'll all become friends during your first year here at the academy. I hope we can build a relationship that carries on long after you graduate. This new teacher, Satomi, seems really nice. I can't really pick out one defining feature for this new teacher. No, I'd have to pick out two. I hate this character! On a less shallow note, I guess she has an inviting smile. Overall, she's definitely not bad for an older woman. I hate you. She seems to have captured the class's attention. Even the rebellious girls have taken a seat to show their respect. I'm sure all of you have a million questions burning in your brains, especially after orientation. Rest assured, I am here to help every one of you achieve your goals and get good grades during the year. As your homeroom teacher, I'll offer you support and guidance. If you need assistance with any of your subjects, you can always come to me. Satomi claps her hands together and beams. Now then, with all that out of the way, as she takes a step forward, her elbow knocks a stack of papers off the desk. Important-looking documents scatter all over the floor. The class gasps and falls silent, waiting to see how she reacts to the mess she just made. Oops. Satomi's face turns bright red as she bends down to pick up some papers. She lowers herself and a loud thud echoes through the classroom as her head slams into the corner of the desk. The class gasps once more in silence. Ow. I hear a silent giggle from Yui, seated next to me. She obviously thinks this whole affair is pretty funny. A few girls rush to the front of the class to help the teacher pick up her papers. As Satomi stands up, I can make out a faint purple outline of a bruise forming on her forehead. After two clumsy failures, Satomi hadn't exactly managed to maintain her composure. She's glowing bright red, and a bead of embarrassed sweat trickles down her face. Class. If you could all just ignore that little spectacle, I would greatly appreciate it. A few students giggle quietly. Satomi does her best to continue her speech. Somehow she hasn't entirely lost the class's respect, which is admirable. Okay, class, where was I? Oh yes. For our first piece of business today, I'll be covering the subjects you'll be learning this year. Let's begin. There are 3 core subjects you must all attend in order to progress in the academy. These subjects are magical history, practical magic, and alchemy. Any other subjects you choose to undertake at the Academy are optional, but will provide credits towards your overall degree. In magical history, you will learn all about the origins of the magical girls that have become commonplace in our world. You'll discover how they came into being and their importance in our modern society. In practical magic class, you'll undertake rigorous magical training to hone your minds and bodies. You'll learn spells and abilities that are essential for a magical girl to undertake her duties. Every day I record, every day you walk in, and every day you yell at me. My cat, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to go up there, go up there. Cat's an idiot. I guess we can my gamer juice and then keep going. By the way, my gamer juice is Pepsi. Helps the throat. Finally, in alchemy class, you'll become familiar with the art of crafting magical items. From magical swords and staves to potions and portals. This is where your creativity will be put to the test. This all sounds pretty cool. I had no idea there was so much involved in becoming a magical girl. I heard the hurried scratching of a pen and paper and looked to my left. Kara is scribbling notes frantically, her tongue sticking out to one side of her mouth as she concentrates. To my right, Yu is also taking notes. Although she decorated the page of her notebook with doodles, a wicked witch stirring a cauldron. Your time here at the Academy will be one of the most memorable experiences of your life. In fact, when you look back on these days, you may think it was all just a dream. That's how pleasant your days here will be. With that said, don't think you could just slack off. In order to graduate, you will need to put in a lot of hard work. Don't expect to excel at every class. All students are different, and you may find that what comes naturally to you is difficult for someone else. It's important to not let your class and studying time dominate your life. Socialize, make friends, take the time to relax once in a while. I highly recommend joining a club when you get the chance. We host a variety of fun clubs that you can attend in your free time. Take part in activities and meet new people. Finally, to wrap up my little speech, I need to tell you what to expect at exam time. The Academy runs exams twice during the year. You can expect an exam each semester. What? You can't get back there. I know you're with Kitty, but you can't get back there. The key attributes we assess you on are magic, alchemy, perception, and expertise. It's important to focus on raising these attributes during your study time. You can improve your attributes with theory or practice. No wrong way to go. Reading books, taking time to study, practicing spells, or performing alchemy. All of these activities will help you improve your attributes. You may find that other activities outside of school will also help you out. Be sure to explore and find out what works best for you. Oh my goodness, why? Get up on the back there. Go. Thank you. And she continues to scream. If your key attributes are high enough, come exam time, you will no doubt perform very well. So, as long as you work hard at improving yourself, you have no need to stress. Should you fail your exams, well, let's not go into that today, okay? I'm sure you will all succeed with flying colors. Satomi smiles widely at the class. Everyone seems to be in a good mood after hearing her passionate speech. I run through the subjects she talked about in my head. Magical history, practical magic, and alchemy. They all sound fairly interesting. I get the feeling I'll enjoy practical magic most of all. Oh, the most. After all, isn't that about casting spells and seeing real magic happen before your eyes? Satomi wraps up her little speech with a few heartfelt quotes from some famous magical girls, or something along those lines. I was getting hungry, so I began zoning out. Good job, buddy. You're gonna excel at this. But also me too. Before I knew it, I was being shuffled out of the classroom by Hikari. All the other students are leaving too, and Yui is following behind. Hikari pulls me aside in the corridor.
So, Games, what do you think? Everything sounds so exciting, right?
Yeah, I actually think I'll enjoy my time here.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I had a feeling we'll have most of my classes together, so we can always help each other out with our studies.
I notice Yui standing off to the side of the corridor. She's glancing at her phone absent-mindedly. I get a feeling she's not one to make friends easily. And she doesn't seem to know anyone at the school. Maybe I should make an effort to invite her to hang out with Hikari and myself.
I'm super excited about magical history class. I want to learn all about the famous magical girls of history. Like Jeanne d'Arc and Cleopatra.
Absolutely! 100% they're magical girls. Yes! Yes, ma'am! I let Hikari trail off as I wander over to Yui. Hey. Yui looks up from her phone, somewhat taken aback. I wasn't waiting around for you or anything like that. I just don't know anyone here. It's okay, don't sweat it. I'm sorry for running into you, this morning. Yui almost gives me a smile.
It's alright. I'm glad I met at least one new person today.
Me too. If you don't mind, you're more than welcome to hang out with myself and Hikari.
Thank you. I'd like that. I feel more comfortable having a few friends around.
Hikari stomps over to us in a huff.
Games, I was in the middle of talking to you and you just walked away. Who told you to be so rude? It certainly wasn't me.
Sorry, Hikari. I figured I should properly introduce you since we'll be taking classes together. Hikari, this is Yui. Yui, this is my little friend, Hikari.
Your little friend? Is that all I am to you? Ha! You've known each other for how many years now? The amount of disrespect I get from you is incredible.
Whoa, I'm sorry, Hikari, I'm sorry. Yui, Hikari is my childhood friend. We've known each other forever.
It's nice to meet you, Hikari. Nice to meet you too.
Well, since we're all new here, we should all be friends. Makes school more fun, right?
Yeah. That sounds good, Games.
Yui then does something I didn't expect. She bows formally to Hikari.
Hikari, I hope we can be good friends. Please take care of me.
I'm taken aback by her formality and politeness, and Hikari has a shocked look on her face. I can only offer a stuttering reply.
Thank you! I hope we can be good friends.
Yui offers Hikari a warm smile, then blushes a little and goes back to burying her face in her phone. I guess she ought to be embarrassed.
Hey, who wants to have something to eat? Games is paying today.
Hey! Hikari and Yui chuckle at my expense before inviting me out to lunch. After we stuffed our faces with food, the three of us returned to class. The rest of the afternoon was filled with a tour of the school grounds and an introduction to optional subjects we could enroll in. All in all, it was a pretty full day, even though our actual core classes haven't begun yet. The teachers wrapped up the day at about 3 p.m., telling us to go on our merry way and get some rest for tomorrow. Hikari offers to walk home with me, so we said goodbye to Yui, who was headed in the opposite direction. Before long, Hikari and I found ourselves in front of my place.
So, all in all, what did you think of your first day?
I'm liking it so far, even though we haven't started learning any magic yet.
Yeah, well, from tomorrow on, it's classes as normal, so you best be prepared. I don't want to catch you slacking and letting your grades drop.
I was a C and D student. So if my grades drop anymore, so help me God! It's not like I'm the most proud of C and D. I was in middle school. I was honor roll kid entire time. And then I got into the smart kid program for my freshman year of high school. And I realized that it sucks. Because all it is just all work. You don't really have the time to hang out with anybody else. And I realized that it sucked. And I'd rather enjoy my time because I don't like school to begin with. That's not really what you should be doing, but I'm saying that there should be more of a balance. Especially in those types of programs. This gifted kid burnout is real. It's real, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let's continue. Don't worry, I'll do my best.
Thanks! By the way, what do you think of Yui?
What do I think of Yui? I like her. She's cool. What do I do? Save. Ooh, yum. This one. I like her. Ooh! Why didn't she like that? She's nice. She's a good person. Why did you like it?
I suppose so. She's a little hard to talk to, don't you think? People like Yui, you never know what they're thinking. It might be best to be careful around her.
I give Hikari a nod, though I'm not too worried. I've seen a side of Yui that Hikari has a C. I hate you. I'm not even going to continue because I read a little ahead and no.
Anyway, I think I should have an early night. We need to be up bright and early tomorrow, and I don't want a repeat performance of you being late.
Roger that, I'll set my alarm extra early.
Make sure you do.
Hikari beams her familiar smile, then skips away.
See you tomorrow, classmate.
I wave sheepishly as Hikari goes on her way. I should head inside too and rest up. After all, tomorrow's another school day. 4/17 Tuesday. For some reason, I'm much more energetic this morning. Maybe it's because I have a clear idea of what's in store for today. Also, I had a pretty good day yesterday. I woke up this time, brushed my teeth, and even took a shower. Silky clean. After putting on my brand new academy uniform, my phone beep-booped. A nice tune to let me know about an incoming text message. I checked the screen and my eyes were assaulted by a hailstorm of animated emojis. Ew! Ew! That's how she types! Ew! Ew! I hate that. Good morning, sleepyhead! Mom had to leave early for work today. I didn't want to eat breakfast alone. I hate that I have to translate this in my brain.
Can I have breakfast with you? Y/N.
There was no doubt this is from Hikari. She always texts like this. I will not choose her. If we get to choose who to date, it's not her. If you type like that, I'm not dating you. Don't type like that. I heave a sigh and send her a one-letter reply. N. Yes! Get bent. You type like that, you get an N. And before I can even put my phone down, a reply pops up on screen.
Meanie, be nice to me.
Classic Hikari. A second reply follows.
By the way, I'm outside.
Seriously? If I didn't know her so well, I swear this girl had issues with boundaries. I go to the front door and open it. I'm greeted by a gentle breeze. The fresh spring air is crisp this morning and feels nice on my skin. Hikari is sitting there, glaring angrily at her phone. A single chirp cherry blossom petal is stuck in her hair.
Can't believe you didn't want me over for breakfast. Next time I won't ask, I'll just show up.
That's pretty much the same as right now.
Shh, I don't want to hear it. Now move out of the way, I'm making us pancakes.
Well, I can't complain about that. Hikari is pretty good at making pancakes, even if she just uses a pre-made mix from the store. Hikari heads to the kitchen and starts humming as she prepares breakfast. I decide to sit out at the table and just wait for Hikari to expend her energy. It doesn't take her long to finish cooking. When she's done, she brings 2 plates of some delicious smelling pancakes to the table.
Ta-da! Pancakes a la Hikari, my family's secret recipe.
You bought the pre-made mix from the store, didn't you?
Yeah, but I added sugar. Sugar, that's a secret ingredient.
I poke my tongue out at her and dig in. Sure enough, the pancakes are good, nice and fluffy. Somehow all the instant food Hikari makes tastes way better than when I make it myself. Maybe she has sugar to everything, even instant noodles. Hikari has a mouthful of food when she decides to tell me one of her trademark weird stories.
I had a dream about you last night. We were together, walking through a dark, eerie forest. I was so scared, but you were brave. You told me that no one could hurt me as long as you were around. So that made me feel better, until we ran into an evil witch. The witch said, "Eat this cauldron of boiled mushrooms or I'll place a wicked curse on you." You refused to eat the disgusting concoction, so the witch pulled out her wand and pointed at you. Zap! Boom! Zam! You transformed into a gross mushroom! The witch cackled and disappeared into the darkness. I looked at your disgusting mushroom face, and I saw that you still had eyes and a mouth. Even as a mushroom, you still had the usual dopey look. It made me really happy that you saw yourself. Weird dream, right?
Yeah.
But it got me thinking. If you were turned into a talking mushroom, what would you do with yourself?
I wait until you ate me, only a matter of time until you got Jesus. I don't know, it was a stupid dream, and I'm not a mushroom, so it doesn't matter. I'll find a nice hot spring to have a soak until it becomes soup.
I think we're gonna choose
on the next episode. So thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.